This is really heavy. Oh my gosh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is gonna be a really exciting video because I'm gonna be talking about the thing that I love most in the world. Books. This is my reading rush TBR list video. I got my phone here with me because it holds all of the secrets. The Reading Rush is a yearly readathon hosted by Ariel Bissett and Raylene. I don't know her last name, so sorry. Ariel is a YouTuber. Her channel is dedicated to talking about books, and I have been a subscriber for quite a few years now. I love her and her content and her editing and her humor. She and her friend Raylene have been hosting this readathon every summer called the Reading Rush. Basically it has like challenges and like you pick books to fit those challenges, and I thought this year is the year that I'm gonna do it. I am going to participate in the Reading Rush, the readathon. This year I've been reading more books than I've ever read. Especially like since quarantine started, I have been consuming a lot because audiobooks exist. And so I want to say that most of the books that I'm going to be reading for this readathon are going to be audiobooks. I have a audiobook subscription, this app called Scribd. I will put in the little icon somewhere on the screen. And I also use the apps Libby and Hoopla. As long as you have a library card, you can access this online database of a bunch of books for free. I love those two apps. To me, it's so worth it because I go through audiobooks like that. This year, probably every year, I don't know, this is my first time doing it, but there are 7 challenges for this readathon. By the way, I forgot to say that this readathon is going to take place the week of July 20th. So from the 20th to the 27th is the Reading Rush. The first challenge is read a book with a cover that's the color of your birthstone. I am born in December, and so my birthstone is turquoise. The book I chose for this challenge is Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. I've been wanting to read this book for quite a while now. It is a YA contemporary novel. All I know is that the main character, Audrey, suffers from anxiety as a result of being bullied, and this book follows her journey on overcoming that experience. I already checked it out on Libby, the library app that I mentioned, and I'm excited to dig into it. All right, the next challenge is, I'm so excited about this. Making this list was so fun. Am I gonna stick to it? We'll see. Fingers crossed. I have chosen a lot of books, and at this rate I'm probably gonna have to read like a book a day to like complete all of them, which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, but no, I'm gonna try. Next challenge. Read a book that starts with the word the. And I was watching Ariel and Raylene's video on their TBRs. They were talking about how they thought that this specific challenge was going to be the easiest one to find, but it was actually the hardest, and I can attest to this. I was like, I have so many books that start with that, and I looked and I had like no books that started with the word the that I like haven't already read. And so for this challenge I chose the book The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Everyone and their mom raved about this book last year or earlier this year. It's so popular. I'm going to listen to the audiobook. I'm pretty sure it's an adult novel. It surrounds this old Hollywood actress. I believe it's set in the 80s. So when this actress is like around 80 years old, she decides to give this like journalist just like one last interview and I think she just like spills all the juicy secrets from her life, and it has a 4.5 out of 5 rating on Goodreads, which is like really good. So I am excited. What accent was that? I'm excited for this book. I'm excited for this readathon, which I am going to vlog. Reading vlogs are my favorite videos in the entire world to watch, and I'm really excited to make it so that I could have it and look back on, just purely for selfish reasons. The third challenge was read a book that inspired a movie, but you've already, it can't be like, okay, read a book that inspired a movie, but the movie, okay. Read a novel that you've seen the film adaptation for already, but you haven't read yet. And for this one, Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. Now this is actually going to be a reread technically, but I'm still gonna count it because I've been rereading the entire Hunger Games series. I've read the first 2 already, and I'm surprised at how much I just forgot. And it's kind of like I'm reading them for the first time again. Seen the movie, didn't really like it, but I know that the series is phenomenal. It deserves much more hype than it gets. Next book. So this one is really, really fun. So it is Read the First Book That You Touch. Now, in Ariel and Marlene's video, they said this specific challenge was up to interpretation. You can do this however you want. I have a stack of books right here. I'm gonna like take out some, because I've already read some in this stack, and then some of them are sequels to books that I haven't read yet, and so I'm gonna take those out, and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And I'm gonna try to find a way to do this, because you can't see the stack. Oh, frick. All right. Okay, let me just like kind of move it back. I'm just gonna close my eyes and touch one. Okay, ready? You know what? I have a better idea. So I just laid a bunch of books. Okay, so this is the selection. I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay, so we have landed on Save the Date. She's a thickie. She's not really a thickie, but she's kind of a thickie. Like, we need to really, really try if we're gonna read this in a day. And it kind of matches. The main character sister is getting married, and it's about how the wedding just kind of goes crazy. And I need some rom-com in my life. Now I need to clean all this up. Look at this. Blue, red/orange. Look at me color coding my life. So for the last challenge, that is a lie. This is not even close to the last challenge. Choose a book to read completely outdoors. I chose the book Beach Read. It's on hold on one of my library apps. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm gonna rate that burp like a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I hope that I will get this book in time. So the 6th challenge is read a genre that you usually don't read a lot of, or read a genre that scares you or intimidates you. I'm terrified to read horror novels because I am scared. Like, anyone that knows me will attest to this. I'm the easiest person scared. Like, I'm scared of like anything. Like, I'm scared of anything and everything. And the book I chose for this is Misery by Stephen King. I'm gonna read a Stephen King book. This is not the first Stephen King book. Look at me. This is not the first Stephen King book I've read. I've read his book On Writing, It is a memoir, stories of his life, but it's also like a book on writing. I'm going to do that. And I'm only gonna read it in broad daylight. No, like my back is gonna be to a wall so no one can sneak up behind me. Yeah, let's all pray that I'm okay after reading this. And then the very last book is read a book that is set in a different continent. Less by Andrew Sean Greer. This guy who gets an invite to his ex's wedding, but he really does not want to go, and so he literally just decides to travel the world. It says he goes to Mexico, Italy, Germany, Morocco, India, and Japan. And it's supposed to be a comedy. It's a Pulitzer Prize winning book. Those are my books for the Reading Rush 2020. And I hope that this video inspired any one of you guys to participate in this weekly readathon. A lot of these challenges can like intersect with each other. Some people just pick one book. Some people like don't even complete all the challenges. It's completely up to you. The point of the Reading Rush is to just encourage you guys to read in some capacity. Graphic novels, picture books, manga. There's a Reading Rush website, Ariel Bassett's channel. There's the Reading Rush channel as well, I think. We can do a readathon together. Hopefully this video wasn't too boring. I hope it was entertaining in some way.